So guys, I want to make a quick video. My lights out here stopped working. Like I could flip the switch in here. No lights. So I was like, okay. So then what I did was shut my interior lights off. Came down here, flipped the connectors around for my inverters right here. So we'll flip them around real quick. And now my lights work using the other switch, so I'm like, okay, it's not an inverter. And I also noticed that the light on the switch right here isn't lit up, but it lights up when I switch it. So then, actually wait, no, it doesn't light up when I switch it. So I was like, okay. So when I came down here, I was like, I'll just test at this connector right here. I couldn't separate the connector. Like, it looks completely intact. Can't separate it. I tried pulling as hard as possible. So I put my piercing probes in there. Turn the lights back on in here. Okay. And we're connected to positive right there. So come down here. Ground's good. Come up here after the connector. Ground's good. So that's good. So then I switched it over here to negative. Come up here. Power's good going to the connector. Coming out of the connector. Not good. So then I took a jumper lead. Connected in here to piercing probe. Connected it into this side. Let's see. This piercing probe. There you go. That works. So this piercing probe doesn't make the best connection on this wire because it has a really thick casing. But yeah, this connector failed internally. I don't know if it melted or what. It probably melted because I can't get it apart. It's rated at like 10 amps or something like that. I think I pulled 5 amps through this or something like that. So it's well under. It's the only one I ever had fail. Because I'm using a bunch of them. Like there's a connector right here. This one's fine. This one I think I could still unplug. So there must have been a problem with that one right there. So I'm going to replace it. Just want to make a real quick video on it. So guys, these some heat shrink butt connectors. Really like these things. Pretty cheap. But put them on there, eliminated the connector. Light lights up. Boom. Look at that. Everything works. It's amazing. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. This is what I used with the probes. I got this AES Wave Test Lead Service Center, part number 801. This thing's actually pretty amazing. I don't use it as enough as I should. This doesn't come with it. I stuck this in here. This is a pretty cool clamp. I don't know where to get more of these, but it has like jaws on the end. It's great for like wrapping onto a starter or something. That's what I usually use it for. But it has like your like fuse buddies or whatever they call these, where you can put your fuse in, and then leads that come out. These are nice because you can connect them right to your meter and measure the voltage on both sides, or you can connect them to like an amp meter. Let's see, and then here's one for a larger fuse, your ATC, I think. ATC and ATO fuses. This I put in here for testing trailers. I don't use it that much. I just use it for a quick check. But then you have these leads with you can screw on alligator clamps. I'm pretty sure they screw on. They either screw on or they screw on. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's threaded. You got these that just have alligator clamps on the end, just mini ones. You got your alligator clamps here. These slide onto some of the leads. Might be able to put them on this one, but there was a set in here that it slid onto. I don't remember which ones they were. They might just push on to any of the leads. They might even like push onto these. Let's see. Yeah, they can push onto these. They're just push on. Because it says push on alligator clamps. And you got your little alligator clamps. I think I used them once or twice. Here's a temperature probe, K-type. I use that quite a bit. I have one that I use on one of the meters that I have. Then you got some back probes right here. It's flexible. These are pretty cool. I don't think I've used these yet, but see, they flex. It's like a heat shrink right here or something, or rubber right here in the end. And you got these mini back probes. I use these quite a bit on network issues. The only thing I don't like is sometimes they don't hold enough tension on. Like, you can't bump these too much like you can other ones because there's no like real tension. And there's the probes that I just showed you. These are your piercing probes. I've used these for years, not AES Waves ones, but I got them from somewhere else before and I used them. They're pretty nice. You just got to be careful, like make sure it pierces. These don't, the end of these are spring loaded. Like the tip is spring loaded, so you got to be careful, see, because the tip doesn't stick through. So you got to like, usually I have to like tug on these a little bit to get it to pierce. Then you have these. These things are really aggressive. I don't know what you'd use these on besides like maybe like a battery cable. Let's see if you guys can see this. There you go. You can see how aggressive the teeth are there. There's a big spike there closest to my hand. Then you have the jaws at the end, and then you have this end. I guess you can clamp another one on too. It's like a brass lug. These things are really aggressive. I really don't know what you'd use them for. It says bed and nails clips. Then you have your standard banana alligator clamps, some leads here, and your piercing probes. Now AES Wave had sent me these before because they cut them down for me to use with the Pico leads because the Pico leads don't go on far enough to make a real solid connection. So then I cut down all mine to do that, and then I sanded the edges and chamfered them. See, there's a chamfer. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. It's a really nice kit. Hopefully you guys like it. If you guys like this test, it's real quick. Basic, no fancy tools. See you guys later. Bonus, guys, I got it apart, but looks like it got stuck in there, like it melted. The tip melted off. You can see the yellow broke off. So, just wanted to add that. See you later.